Think about this. If two managers are equally good with their skills but only one is a team player, who will the boss hire or promote? The answer is obvious. Employers do not want only professional expertise and experience in their employees. They're also looking for other qualities. Character traits for building rapport with customers and co-workers. Interpersonal and communication skills that will help leaders steer teams effectively. You'll be able to stand out and advance faster in your career if you have these traits and skills. In this video, we'll share what some of these traits and skills are and show you how to use them in your interactions with customers, subordinates, supervisors, and co-workers. These tips have been taken from training programs in the Singapore Workforce Skills Qualifications for Leadership and People Management, or LPM WSQ. That's not all. We'll also give you some pointers on how you can manage your own development. If you're able to build positive relationships with your customers, they'll keep coming back. However, despite your best efforts, things can sometimes go wrong. Can you still maintain rapport with unhappy customers? Yes, you can. The key is in how you communicate with them. Here are some ways to make your customer feel better. The first way is to reiterate his views to show that you understand. For example, you can say, "You're right, we didn't deliver the samples last week." Follow up with something like this: "I'll make a call now to have them delivered today." The second way is to let him tell you what he needs before suggesting a solution. For example, you can say, "I have another idea to help you get the samples by tomorrow." For the third method, present the pros and cons. For example, you can say, "That's right. If you receive the samples tomorrow, you can meet the deadline. But if you could give us one more day, it will make a big difference to the sample quality and it won't affect the timeline too much." If you're able to attend to unhappy customers well, you'll be able to continue your relationships with them. If you want to get the best results from your subordinates, you need to be assertive. Assertiveness is not about bulldozing your way through while disregarding people's feelings. How then can you express your views honestly and yet be respectful? Explain to your team members why you need them to do certain things and how they would help the organization. Be open to other people's suggestions. And always accept responsibility for your decisions. Otherwise, how will your subordinates believe in what you say? It's important for you to build rapport with your supervisor. One way is to know how he prefers to process information. For example, if your supervisor is a visual person, you can use graphs, pictures, and videos to help him visualize your message. For an auditory supervisor, let him hear your message through face-to-face meetings and phone calls. And if your supervisor is a feeling person, get your message across through experiences such as site visits and product testing. If you're able to influence your co-workers, you can help your project team reach desired outcomes and manage changes. You may use one or a combination of these 4 push and pull influencing styles. One push style is to use logic, point out the loopholes of an argument, and then offer a counter proposal. Another push style is carrot and stick. Show your co-workers the reward they'll get if they comply and highlight the potential threats if they don't. On the other side of the coin are the pull styles. The consultative style is suitable if your team members are committed and capable of offering ideas. And if you're working with senior and independent people, you can move them using the big picture, such as values, mission, and life goals. Employers value employees who are able to grow personally and professionally. These employees are able to take on greater responsibilities and challenges. Therefore, it's important to manage your self-development well. You begin by identifying your career goals. Then, embark on continuing education and training to help you build on your strengths, minimize your weaknesses, and reach your goals.
So, what are we discussing today? Boss, we are supposed to talk about our company's vision and business planning for the next financial year.
Yes. Any ideas? Huh? Any ideas?
Boss, I thought you were supposed to guide us along on this.
Of course I'll guide you. Haven't I been guiding you all along, right? Huh?
Yeah.
Right? Let me check my notes first, huh?
Boss, can we suggest upgrading all our customer records and files to a computer-based system?
What do you mean to upgrade? The system still works, right?
But boss, the new system is more efficient. The current system is very messy and it's very slow.
Nonsense! If it's still working, what do you need to upgrade? No need. Go. Hello? Yes? Huh? Boss? Huh? Files of key clients? Okay, I'll find.
Yes, thank you so much. Alright, you have a good day. Goodbye.
Hey Sean, this Cathy, not very good. Very lazy, always late. Right now?
I'm not sure, like, boss.
Don't worry, you can trust me. Correct not?
Oh, okay. I guess she's a bit slack.
See? I'm right. Keep up the good work. Hey Cathy, this Sean has been saying bad things about you, you know.
What did he say?
He say you very slack. But cannot be there, you're very hardworking what? Maybe you should talk to him about it.
Okay, boss, I'll talk to him.
Don't say I say.
Okay. Sean, what have you been telling everyone else here?
I didn't tell anybody anything.
You didn't tell them anything. You told them straight up, I am very slack.
Hey, I didn't say anything, okay?
You did it.
I didn't do anything.
Admit it.
There's nothing to admit.
Good morning. Actually, I'm wondering if I can go for the advanced spreadsheet course.
Course? No need lah. Come, let me teach you. This one how to on Alright, Kitty. Where is the budget report for this project?
Boss, I don't know how to do this forecasting on a spreadsheet.
Don't know how to do. Why didn't you go for the advanced spreadsheet course?
You wanted to see me, boss?
Sean, I'm very disappointed with you. I really don't know what you're doing every day.
But, boss, I've had the highest sales for the past 3 months. I've been employee of the month for 5
I don't care about these things. Business is all about numbers. Today, I sent over 100 emails. And I made over 200 business calls, you know. Hey bro, you go behind. I got lobang for you. Where you go belanja me? Long time no see, huh? Hello, darling. So you see, you better back up, Sean.
Okay, boss. I'll work harder next time.
Very good. Now, don't disturb me. I got things to do.
Boss, I need your signatures on these expense reports.
I'm very busy now, you know or not? Later. Lunchtime. Wait lah.
Boss? Everyone is waiting for you in a conference room already.
Yeah, wait lah. I need to do this first.
Okay.
Boss, I need you to.
I'm busy now, you know or not? Go, later.
Yeah, hor. I think we better talk to him later.
Wow, he seems to be really busy now.
Yeah, hor. I think we better talk to him later.
My story started about 10 years ago on a plane, and in the seat next to me was a teenage girl. She came from a really poor family, but she wanted to get somewhere in life. And she asked me a simple question: what really leads to success? And yet, even though I'd achieved some success, I couldn't tell her how I did it. I mean, how did a dunce like me, who barely passed high school, end up becoming a millionaire? So I get off the plane and go to a conference, and I'm standing in a room full of the rich and famous when it hit me. Why don't I ask them what helped them succeed and find out what really leads to success? Now here we are 10 years later, and I've interviewed over 500 very successful people, including many of the world's greats. The big job has been analyzing and sorting the millions of words I got in the interviews. But after all that work, I discovered the 8 to be great, the 8 traits that lead to great success. Love what you do. Work really hard. Focus on one thing, not everything. Keep pushing yourself. Come up with good ideas. Keep improving yourself and what you do. Serve others something of value, and persist, because there really is no overnight success. The first trait that makes people great is passion. When I asked Russell Crowe what led to his Academy Award for Best Actor, he said, "The bottom line is I love the actual job of acting. I have a great passion for it." Successful people do it for love, not money. When Bill Gates and Paul Allen started Microsoft, Bill says, "Paul and I, we never thought we would make much money. We just loved writing software." And the cool thing is, if you do it for love, the money comes anyway. The second trait that makes people great is work. All successful people work really hard. Martha Stewart said to me, "I'm a real hard worker. I work and work and work all the time." Media tycoon Rupert Murdoch said it's all hard work. Nothing comes easily, but I have a lot of fun. Did he say fun? Yes, successful people have fun working. That's why I say they're not workaholics, they're workaholics. The third trait that makes people great is focus. Famous filmmaker Norman Jewison said to me, "I think it all has to do with focusing yourself to one thing and one thing only." Now, many people don't focus. They dabble. And that's okay to get started. But to succeed at anything, we really have to narrow down and focus on one thing. The fourth trait that makes people great is push. Great people just keep pushing themselves. Richard Branson said to me, "Whatever you're doing in life, just push yourself to the limits." We've got to push through shyness. I'm amazed at how many successful people are incredibly shy. They just keep pushing through it. And they keep pushing through self-doubt. Goldie Hawn said to me, "I always had self-doubts. I wasn't good enough, I wasn't smart enough, I didn't think I'd make it." And she made it just fine as both an actress and producer. Now, it's not always easy to push yourself, and that's why they invented mudders. When I asked Frank Gehry, the famous architect, what led to his success, he said, "My mother pushed me." So find somebody to push you. These are some of the other ways you can push yourself to success. The fifth trait that makes people great is ideas. One good idea has taken many people from the bottom to the top. Bill Gates says, "I had an idea," founding the first microcomputer software company. And that one good idea certainly took Bill to the top. Now, ideas are all about creativity, but I don't like the word creative because there's a myth that only artsy people are creative. In reality, everybody is creative, and I worked with many business people over the years who are just as creative as the artists. As Donald Trump says, "Deals are my art form." There's no magic to coming up with great ideas. It just means doing some very simple things that anybody can do. Number 6, improve. Successful people are on a continuous mission to improve themselves and what they do. How do we improve? It can be summed up in 3 words: practice, practice, practice. I mean, when Lance Armstrong was asked how he won the Tour de France for the 7th time, he simply said, "The difference is that my team practices 12 months of the year. not 3 or 4. Number 7, serve. Successful people don't just serve themselves. They serve others something of value. And I don't mean in just a charity sense, because serving others is how people really get rich. I mean, just look at a list of the top billionaires, and you'll see they all got rich by serving others something of value. Whether it's Bill Gates serving us software, or Sam Walton serving us discounts at Walmart, or Martha Stewart serving us homemaking tips. Martha said to me, I came to people with trusted information, useful information, valuable ideas and products. There's that word value again. And that's what made Martha America's first female self-made billionaire. The 8th trait that makes people great is persist. We've got to persist through time because there really is no overnight success. Larry Page, co-founder of Google, said to me, it takes a long time to do these things, and a lot of success is just due to the amount of time you put into it. We've got to persist through crap, which stands for criticism, rejection, adversity, and prejudice. And we've got to persist through failure, because all successful people fail. Robert Ward, Senior VP at Universal Studios, said to me, you really have to persist because it won't be easy and there will be failure. You need to pick yourself up, stay on course, and continue down that path. Trust me, after 10 years of research, I can tell you these are the top 8 traits that lead to great success in any field. And the great thing is they're all simple things that anybody can do. I'm not saying success is easy, but the traits that lead to success are easy to understand and implement in our own lives. So here's to your success, whatever that means to you. Thanks so much for listening, and be great.